Number 8 gives us kind of two parts, actually 3 parts. I need to find the equation of the line that passes through 2 points. Then I need to find another equation that's perpendicular to that line that passes through a different point, and I need to make sure that I graph all of them. As I look at these guys, I see that I need to plot the point 6, -2, and 2, -1, and 1, -1. So I'm going to, instead of doing my axis totally centered, I'm going to kind of push it off to the left a little bit, like this. Because my guess is that this thing has 10 blocks, but I'm probably still not right about that. And then I'll go like this. So this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis. Now, excuse me, I'm going to go to 6, -2 and put a dot. So really, part C says to graph them. So I'm just going to graph them as I move along here. And I'm finding the different parts of the slope and all that stuff. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here, -2. So I put a dot. That's, call this A, B, and C. So that's A. Now I've got B is at 2, -1, so I'm going to go over 2 down 1 from the origin, put a dot here, call that B. So that is line number 1. And I'm going to kind of draw a line that goes like this, and then goes out the other side like that. So now I can count. So I'm going to go in green. This is 4, this is 1. So my slope is -1/4. So I'll go part A. M equals -1/4. Then I also know that it goes through those 2 points there. So I know that y equals -1/4 x plus b. So I'm going to use this point because it just looks like it's easier to work with. Is that what I did on? Yep. So I'm going to use that point. So I go, this is my y coordinate, -1, so I replace y with a -1, and 2 is my x coordinate, so I replace the x with a with a +2, so I get -1/4 times 2 plus b. As I multiply these fractions on the right side, I get a -1/2. And I'm going to add that to both sides. So maybe I'll write that. -1 equals -1/2 plus b. So I need to add 1/2 to both sides, which gives me -1/2 on the left side equals b. So my answer to part A, now I just put that in right here, is y equals -1/4 x minus 1/2. And you should be able to look and see, does it look like this thing goes through -1/2 there? Yeah, that looks like it's pretty reasonable. So you always want to check your answer visually. So from here, I need to do, and I'll change colors to pink. From here, I need to do the equation of the line that's perpendicular to that goes through 1, 1. So you need to know that perpendicular slopes are opposite reciprocals. So I'm going to call this, we'll call this part B, M perpendicular. Flip 1/4, I get 4/1, which is just 4. And then this guy is already negative, so I just make it positive, which is just 4. So the slope of my new line is just 4. I'm going to go ahead and graph the point 1, -1, which is over 1, down 1, which is kind of right in the mess of all of this stuff right here. No, sorry, that's not right. It's -1, 1, so that puts me here, right? Sure. Okay, so now I need to go, and I'm going to do it algebraically. You could do this one visually if you wanted to. you could get to a slope or a y-intercept of 5 by simply counting up and over and getting to that point right there, if you wanted. It's not how it's going to work, so I'm going to go ahead and do it through anyway. Y equals 4x plus b. This is my x, so it goes in here. This is my y, so it goes in here. So I get 1 equals 4 times negative 1 is negative 4 plus b, which gives me b equal to 5. So now that y is equal to 4x plus 5. And I've actually already drawn it here, and I've kind of indicated that slope of over 1 up 4. And they look pretty perpendicular, so I am going to go with, I think that this is done right. And it is.